Hello, everybody. Morning. Man, got a lot of spaghetti going on on this open. Holy cow. It's just, yeah, a lot of spaghetti going on. A lot of up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Man. This is exactly why I wait. This is exactly why I wait until we get past all the craziness. Got to get past the hump day. Exactly. We got to get past the craziness so that we're picking up actual patterns versus, guessing. I want to take the guesswork out of this. Jeez. Huh. Okay. Man. I've been on a conference call for the last 30 plus minutes. And I hadn't even got my stuff set up yet. All right, there we go. All right. Well, 1 o'clock. One thing about 1 o'clock Avalon is that you can. That's when the market has a tendency to really show its rhythms. It's a lot slower, but I mean, it makes for good trading if you're patient, disciplined, and you're just trying to work your way towards passing an eval or passing a PA. But the more skilled you get at what you're doing, in my opinion, the better the market, say from like 10:15 to 11 becomes, because it does the same things. It's just it does them a little bit faster. If you can pick the right instrument. Sometimes the instruments are just trash. Sometimes the RTY is doing exactly what I want it to do, and that's what I focus on. Sometimes, but you turn around and you look at the ES and it looks like garbage. Like the ES was garbage yesterday. Just garbage. Wow. we might be getting an RTY trade right here. Let me look at this. All right, I'm gonna focus on this RTY right here. So we're on the prior day low right now. Remember, we're looking for confirmation. So what I would really like, now that we've pierced it, let me blow this up. Oh shit, we did the same thing over here on the YM. So what I'm going to look for, okay. Oh, no, don't run off on me yet. Just now consolidate. We want this to consolidate, this candle right here. And then kind of look and see if we got enough rotation here to make money. 74 to 76, 77, that's not much. These lines are kind of close. Come on, consolidate down. Don't break that top. Don't break that top. This candle's way too big for me. Man, I tell you what, guys, after I shut the stream down, my power went off again yesterday afternoon. I wasn't trading, but my power ended up going off for like an hour, at least an hour. You just never know. All right, well, we really want this candle right here to just settle. Just settle. Just sit there and settle. Just sit there. I'm actually fine with it right here even. Just sit here. Let me look at this YM while we're sitting here. Okay, this thing's plowing through too. I'm going to have to keep an eye on both of them. This may go down to here. Yep, I'm not doing anything with the RTY now. Let's look at this YM. Man, this YM's this is a bad situation because if we rotate here, we don't have much room to here. Sit. I want both of you to sit. See, this is going to fill this gap already. There's now this still could consolidate back down right in here on the next candle. That would be ideal. The NQ's crashing too to the low. I'm looking at that. The NQ's running down to the prior day low also. See, I just can't take that. I don't have the stomach for it. It might work, but I don't have the stomach for it. Woo! Are you seriously going to do that? Wow. See, the YM is doing the rejection off the overnight open. Created that little gap, came up, hit it, boom, down it's going. This just might be a short. Wow. Got to remember, we have some news in just a couple of minutes. What's got me a little nervous right now is the size of these candles. We're not getting a small entry candle. We're just getting these big stretching candles. Hmm. God damn it. Mm. Well, that rotation right there worked. I didn't take it, obviously. I didn't like the size of the candle. Wow. All right, we are a couple minutes. Well, no, we're a little more than a couple minutes from the news. Jesus. This damn candle right here killed me. This damn candle right here, this big, huge red candle. Come on. I'd like to get past this news. A subscriber did that, Shane. Just I've got the script for it. Just email me at why did it not take? I don't know why it didn't post. I don't know. I still think I'm having problems because I'm having like delays. All right, we got 2 minutes till the news. Just housing information, but you never know. The government may print the real number, and then the market goes crazy instead of the fake numbers. All right. News in 30 seconds. And then hopefully we get away from these overnight opens and start doing something. Yeah, it's about 15, 20 seconds, David. That's YouTube. I don't know, in case I don't know if it's a YouTube thing in case it's the chat too, I think. But in case maybe I turn it into an OnlyFans video or something. Oh shit! I see. If you look at gold, to those of you that have gold up, you see the reaction. That's why I've been waiting. Housing has, gold got a big, huge candle, just a random candle at the 10 o'clock news. All right, so let's see here. Exactly. Let's see here. The ES, ironically, the ES has the longest possible entry into a 1 minute gold line than I think I've ever seen in my life. Holy cow. All right, news is over. Let's start doing something. Let's start doing something. Let's pick a direction. I mean, literally two instruments, the YM and the RTY, are literally sitting at the overnight open. We need some rotation. We need something to go away from there. That's right. Yeah, Bruce, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Hey, Matt. That'd be nice, Bruce. Yeah, I wish that. I guess if I actually knew how to do market replay, just imagine the videos I could release. The funny part is if I knew how to do market replay. Matt's on here. He's probably laughing right now because he knows I'm a technical retard. Anytime I have something that doesn't make any sense, I call him. Matt, I don't know how to do this. I've done market replay. Download is like a pain in the ass. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how to do that stuff. I think it says it on your chart too. Doesn't it say it on your chart if you're using replay? I don't know. I haven't done it in so long. I don't know. I think it says it on your chart. I don't know. Jesus. Look at this market, man. Maybe the RTY will start doing something here. I'll blow this up a little bit so I can see. I mean, we still have, even with this push down, we still have like no range here, which is fine because we can be part of the range being made. Bruce, a trader passed away recently, I guess. We're hoping it is, Mike. That's what we're hoping. I'm hoping it is. It's exactly what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that the RTY is going to break out and start going in a direction. Looks like the NQ is going to try to do the same thing, hopefully. Gold has gone to sleep. Dark side system. Okay. Now you see why Matt's my dictionary. Matt knows everything. Matt literally knows everything. If I don't know something going on in trading, I just call Matt. Matt knows everything. He's an encyclopedia when it comes to this shit. All right, let's see if we can get a crossover retest here in the RTY, maybe for something long. I'm going to really pay attention to this because, again, this is one of my favorite instruments to trade, and gold is literally doing nothing. So we've had a pivot here. We've had another pivot here. So we want this to hold for a potential rotation. The pivots are going long, without a doubt, at this point in time. Man, I just wish that red line wasn't there. But see, my shit's freezing. I don't know what's going on. Stop acting stupid. Yeah. It's easy to fool me when it comes to this shit, Matt. NQ. Yeah. I see that, Jim. I see that. Come on. Come on, RTY. Man. I'm gonna take that long if it goes. I'm gonna go with this RTY. Even though it's bouncing right into the red line. We're stepping long. Go. Now go. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. There you go. Now go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. Just go. Yeah, fucking shit. I didn't trust it with the red line. It's going to go, though. Look at that. Look at that thing go. You got to trust it. Shit, Bob. Should have trusted it. What the hell's going on with gold? Holy cow. Holy cow. Gold just dropped like $6 in 1 minute. And it's dropping again. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. to get a little bit of coffee. I got the last of it. Jesus. Man. I'm not happy with myself right now. I should have been more patient with that RTY trade. Absolutely. Oh yeah, David, it'll still go up because now it's hanging out north of the red line. Yep. What are you doing, gold? Come on. Come on, gold. So gold broke out of its consolidation right here. So I'm trying to see if it'll roll back here and then give us a short because it should be seeking this area here. Go ahead, RTY. Just go to the moon. Why don't you? Go to the moon, RTY. Now I want you to consolidate right there. Just consolidate. Stay. 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 The RTY is stuck in that zone there. It's got to get above that open. Break down. Break down. Okay, now go. Come on, gold. Come on. Excuse me. Come on, gold. Oh, man. Come on, gold. Come on. Oh, you're going to do that to me? You are. You're going to take me out. No, you're not. Come on, gold. Roll. 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 Roll over, damn it. Roll over. Oh, my God. Yep. Took me out. Yep. Jesus. Unbelievable. Nope, off it goes. What the hell? Not liking that. Well, I got clipped. Oh, yeah, I roll over. Yeah, the dog's probably sleeping. Yeah, it does sound like I'm talking to the dog. The dog listens better than the market. The dog listens better than the market for sure. Unbelievable. All right, so we had. Are we getting a W here? Well, no. I'm gonna look at this one long here, the RTY. If we can hold this spot right here, and then break up from here. I'm looking at that RTY. Look at gold. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Let me go back up here and look. Come on. Come on, RTY. Got to hold this pivot right here. I don't think we're going to get there. I don't think we're going to get there. I'm going to kill that. I don't like that I rolled back below the red line again. I just don't like that it's rolled below the red line again. But it, again, you know, what it did the first time is it tested the overnight open, and it is sitting there testing the prior day close, which is, you know, not a bad situation. Not a bad situation at all. I need to blow it up so I can see it, but there it goes. So that's the entry. Yeah, there it is. It's gone. It ran right into that red line. Right into that red line. Damn it. Right into the red line. Right into the red line. I want this candle to consolidate right here. Just stay there. This one, stay right there. Just stay there. Just stay there. Just stay there. Then I'll take it the second time. Inside bar. I still think it's going long. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. There you go. Now run. This is your second push. Come on. Go. There you go. There you go. There you go. That inside bar. Now run. There you go. There you go. Just give me, I don't like that. All right, I'm going to push that back up after. Oh, shit. I was going to push that back up. Anyways. This inside bar right here, after that big push, that's what I anticipated that to do the same thing off of the prior day open. Now, I expect it to do exactly what it's doing now, which is a pullback, retest, and then roll. Because when it runs like that, it's got exhaustion. You want it really to walk. Terrible. Terrible. Just terrible. We need the market to open up. We need the market to open up. I mean, look at the YM. I mean, this is ridiculous. The ES is the same. Sitting here at the open. The NQ is the same. Sitting at the open. Oh, man, did I do that again? God dang it, I hate when I do that. When I get them stuck. Just delete it. Need the market to open. Just need the market to open. Come on. Everything is ugly. Everything is ugly right now. I mean, there's too many reasons to say, well, like, for example, let's just RTY is looking to the long side. Totally agree. But NQ, ES are on the short side. YM is on the north side of the open, but it's below the red line. It's like nothing is in agreement. This one goes this way. This one wants to go this way, so it pulls the other one back. The market has absolutely no clarity right now. I want it to break up. I would love to see. So let's just put a plan together. What would I love to see? I would love to see this thing rotate up. I would love to see it get maybe even through the high, sit on the prior day open and take a long. That's what I would like to see in the RTY. And then boom, hit it for 60, 70 ticks and, call it a day. That's what I would like to see instead of just sitting here in this washboard. I took this little thing right here just to get my money back that I lost. That's all. I'm sitting here with conflicting charts. Literally conflicting charts. The NQ's trying to go down. All right, so let's just and for those of you that are lagging again, just keep in mind you just go in your little settings key on the screen of your YouTube and speed it up to 125, and you'll catch up, but then it'll put it back at normal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Truly unbelievable right now. So when you see stuff like this right here, the number one thing to understand is this is not around. And if that's not around, then It's not systematically being pushed in one direction or the other. And without that systematic push in one direction or another, it's like playing blackjack. You're going to win 50% of the hands, you're going to lose 50% of the hands. It's just not worth it. It's literally not worth it. You get your money stolen. You start entering trades with hopium. I'll tell you what, the RTY sure does look like it's going to go along, do that same thing again, where it pops up through here. If it clears this top, that's what it looks like it's going to do again. But what's going to happen is when it gets here, the NQ and everything else is going to drag the momentum back down, even if it does that. Look at YM. Interesting. Nice rejection of the prior day open. Push it back down. But I mean, if you took this trade, where's your target? I mean, is it here? Are you going to pray that it goes down to here when it's got all this going on? I mean, yeah. Man, it's brutal this week. It's brutal to find good trades for me. Ones that I'm willing to try. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, I lost money in gold. I was trying to figure out, where did I lose money today? It was in gold. That's right. That's where I lost money, was gold. It's like, where did I lose money? It was gold. Agreed, George. But with no conviction. No conviction. And you know why there's no conviction? Because the market's up so much. Those that are long don't want to sell. It's kind of like I was talking about with gold. It's kind of hard I took a short today and lost in gold, but it's kind of hard to take shorts when gold is, sitting at record highs, because, people don't want to sell out when they see it just keep going in one direction. All right, looks like the RTY is getting a little bit of energy in it now. Come on. There's a nice hammer candle on the RTY. I mean, look at that candle there. That was a nice hammer candle. Look at it. There was a sequence of candles down too. Look at that. That was pretty nice. And then that was pretty nice. That was pretty nice. But I mean, then they clean out the stops, lose momentum, and then roll back down. Clean out the stops, run out of momentum, roll back down. Yeah, I agree, Flocky. Matter of fact, I expected, I was excited about today. I expected today to have better price action because, we didn't have the town clowns speaking every hour. And it's like, and we are in conflicting situations. Look at this. This is the Dow here, folks. Pay attention to that. This is the open at 6 o'clock last night. We are literally sitting 10 ticks above it. Just insane. Just insane. Just insane right now. Totally insane. I think the ES has finally decided it's going to roll over. Is that real? It might be. It just broke a pivot to the downside. Maybe something will start moving now. The NQ's definitely broken a pivot to the downside. Again, I don't give a rat's ass to go up or down. Just start doing something. Just start doing something. Start doing something. It's not even one of those situations like we had a few days ago where we weren't getting big rotations, but we had like a trending market, so I could sit there and say, okay, for you guys doing evals and PAs, look for this, look for that, take it to there. Look for this, look for that, take it to there. It's not even that right now. It's just no direction whatsoever. And I know you can't see it, but there's a big green candle in the ES, a big green candle in the NQ, and a big green candle in the RTY. That all sounds good, except the problem is the RTY is trying to go long, and the ES and the NQ, technically chart-wise, are trying to go short. And that's where our problem is. We can't go a direction because they're fighting each other. Come on. Wow. Wow. Come on. Come on. It's not much. You can not much to like today so far. Jesus. Isn't it frustrating as hell that I'm sitting here and my power works perfectly? And yesterday, when I finally saw the Mecca setup, took the trade, the power goes out. It's just, isn't that's just that is my luck. That really is my luck. That is 100% my luck. And the power could go out today and it wouldn't matter. That's exactly right, Grand Slam Sam. Totally. I can't stress that enough. Can't stress that enough. By the way, the old no trade is trading also. No trading is trading. No, I have no trade on my chart. That's also trading because I'm choosing not to be involved in this directionless market. But for those of you sitting here in the trading room that still struggle with discipline, this is a good day to recognize that discipline is your friend. Right, exactly. Better than forcing a trade. And then, listen, like the trade I took yesterday before my power went out, it's a setup like that when you see it as clear as day, It's laying in front of you. I mean, there's no questioning. There's no second guessing. This is it. And you hit that, and you take it, let's just say, back to its rotation, and you just recognize, say, one of those a week, and you just shut your computer off today because today's just not showing any of that stuff. But you do like one of those a week, man, and you do like the trade that a subscriber took yesterday in the on the red line in gold for $970. Just ching, ching, boom. You do that, and you do that once, boom, there you are. You just got to recognize the setup, see it, do it, and then not worry about the days where shit's like this, because why are you stressing out? I mean, I'm at break even, and I can be fully loaded to take a trade tomorrow when everything lines up again. If this does not finally pick a direction and go somewhere. But it's better than sitting here and guessing. The worst part about sitting here and guessing too is you don't, like in my case, I don't know what to do with my target. I don't know what to do with my stop. If you go back and look at the video of yesterday's trade before my power went out, you'll notice I patiently waited for that trade to work because I had confidence in that setup. I had my stop below the entry pivot, and then I just sat there, even though it kept, price kept coming, pushing down below the red line, even though I was taking the red line long. I patiently sat there and wait for it because that was the setup. When you start doing these guessing trades, what are you doing with your stop? What are you doing with your target? Do you even, there's now the whole thing is garbage, is my point. That is true about that, because trading is trading is very lonely. Trading is a lonely business. I'll share this story quickly since you brought that up. Back, many years ago, when I was trading and learning this technique here, price action and all that kind of stuff, I had a group of traders that I befriended. They one lived in where the heck is it? SUNY Valley. Another one lived in Vegas. Another one lived in Fort Lauderdale. Anyways, long story short, I was easily 10 years younger than the youngest one of them. And we'd get on Skype and show charts and talk about this and that, and whatever. And then we kind of, pass information, not like this, but I at least had somebody to talk to. And for years, I still communicated with these people, even though I didn't trade, daily anymore when I started my modular business, 10 plus years ago. And now I sit here today and I'm the only one of them still alive, So yeah, the last one who was a pilot who used to fly, he was a retired pilot. He used to fly the big jets internationally, all over the world. He's landed in Singapore and everywhere. He's landed everywhere. He and I just got along great. But anyways, so yeah, I'm the only one of all of us still alive. But of course, I had the big age advantage on them to still be alive. But trading was very lonely until I created that group of, it was me and them. We all kind of created it together to just kind of hang out and talk about charts after the fact and what trades did we make and which trades did we miss and, you know, stuff like that. You know, it was nice because this is a lonely business, man. And part of being lonely, if you know, also is that, you know, I think it's all part of the mental side too, because then if you're sitting there by yourself, you might start forcing stuff because you're not getting the reinforcement that you need to just sit on your hands like you should be doing right now. You should just sit on your hands. I mean, am I biased that the RTY is going to go long? Yeah, because, I mean, the damn thing keeps sitting on top of the overnight open and keeps going up. But at the same time, it's not going to go anywhere until the ES and the NQ start agreeing. So you got to sit on your hands. Well, that RTY is just, it's trying, man. It is trying. It is really, really trying. It is giving its all to keep trying to keep stay. I mean, do these lines mean something? You know, just in case you ever second guess what's going on. Do these lines mean something? Well, why do you think price keeps pushing up from these lines? Why do you think price keeps pushing down from these lines? These are major markets here that are being pushed down from these same lines. That's why those lines need to be on your damn chart. Now you can recognize why the hell price is stuck where it's at. And you can recognize the conflict going on, because the ES and here it is again. Do these lines mean something? I don't know. You tell me. So the problem is they're conflicting. That's the problem. The NQ is and the ES are in one direction. The RTY and the YM are in the other direction. They're stuck on each side of each other's lines. And they're not going anywhere because of it. In my opinion, there's no continuity. I have to kill this thing again. I have to set that chart up again. Keep getting it stuck. Anyways, you know how much money in your trading career you'll save by recognizing just simple things like that? How much money you'll save in your trading career by recognizing the conflict going on in the market. And see, once again, what happened to the RTY. It rolled up, cleaned out some stops, but it has no follow through. Why did it have no follow through? I don't know. Maybe because the ES got its head punched right in right here. I mean, the ES broke right up to the red line, the overnight open, and the prior day close at the same time, and then took that big red candle. And what happened to the RTY, you roll right over. Now it's going back up. Now, see, this is nice. This is good news here. Hopefully, this means something. If we can just get the markets on the same side, that would be great. So the ES did that big push down. Now it's rolling back up again, bumping its head into the overnight open. If we can get this thing to start rotating, maybe we can get the market to pick a damn direction. While it's doing that, you keep watching the RTY. It should start melting its way long. I'm hoping by the time the ES, say, establishes itself north of the 5-minute red line over here to my left, that we've blended this thing up and started moving and maybe sit on top of the prior day open and we can take a long or something like that. Something starts happening. What is it? A rising tide lifts all boats or some term like that. That's what we're looking for. Sometimes you can get lucky too. While these things are conflicting, sometimes gold, which doesn't really care about those things, can be rotating itself and giving you some good setups, which is nice. It's nice to have instruments that aren't all basically tied to each other. But gold's just not doing anything today because it's on the downside, but nobody wants to sell it. I kept hoping it was going to do this right here, gold. I kept hoping that it was going to rotate down with some authority and hit the prior day open and reject, but it's meandered and meandered and meandered. So there's no conviction to cause that recoil that we would be looking for. Now, if it blows through here and comes down to here, I'll be screaming about it and throwing it up. But right now, we're just kind of sitting. Look at the damn ES. Come on, ES. What the hell? Are you going to give up? Are you going to lose this battle? Now the ES is... the ES is in a battle right here. And while it's sitting in that battle, you don't want to be playing in the RTY. Even though we just broke all these pivots right here to our left and are going to sit on this 9 EMA, if this thing's not going to agree, I don't want to be rotating. Am I making sense? A Trump tweet. Yeah. We could probably use one of those. That's for sure. Just make sure I'm not in a trade when he tweets. Just make sure I'm not in a trade. Sometimes when we get these wild ass candles out of the blue, which I had one hit me last week when I was in a trade, and I get big candle just blew me out of the trade. I was like, I bet that bastard tweeted something. Because there was no news or anything. There was no news or anything at that time. All of a sudden, this big candles in all the equity markets, just a big spiked candle. Like, oh crap, something happened. Man, ES, I had faith in you. I had faith in you that you were going to help us pick a direction, and you didn't. You didn't. Yeah. 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 Wild ass candle indicator. I think that would be those traders that use what do they call them, volume bars, where they have the volume bar indicator, X. They say, oh, if it's over X volume, then you gotta start looking. The problem I ever had with that, depending on the instrument, is like, depending on the time of the year, a wild ass volume level is totally different in June than it is in October, because the volume is just totally different on what's being traded that day, just in the whole day in general. Look at this crap, man. Just cannot get a direction. Just when I thought maybe we would start going long because of the ES, we just slam right back down. Yeah, the ES got really the ES got railed. Freaking landscapers here again. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's what's going on in the background. If you hear that buzzing sound, it's the damn landscaper. Well, crap. Crap. Smith. Okay. Oh, yeah, I need to look at that. That reminds me of something. Come on. Somebody do something. Okay, you can't hear the landscaper. All right, good. Oh my God. My HVAC guy just emailed me. I woke up this morning to about, I don't know, maybe 10 invoices in my email. And I was like, I emailed them back. I said, and I mean, when I'm talking 10 invoices for HVAC, you're talking about like 150 grand. And I emailed them. I said, are you trying to tell me I owe you for these 10 jobs? And he just emailed me back. He says, Bob, I apologize. We changed over to a new system to manage our jobs and billing, and it just reissued every invoice we've had since January. Okay. I don't want to wake up this morning and figure out I owe somebody 150 grand. come on, somebody do something. And by the way, this is even when this rotated down here in gold, it never even got to the prior day close or prior day open. Sorry, didn't even get there. Yep. I'm going to give it a little bit more time if you guys want, just in case, because if we finally pick a direction, we might get a trade. Give me 1 second. Wow. Oh, shoot. All right, hold on here. Template, load, MNQ. Bing. All right. Oh my God, are we finally going to go down? Are we going to finally go down? Are we going to do something here? You're just toying with me, aren't you? Jesus. Come on. Come on. I have a feeling we're not going to get anywhere today, folks. Just can't get any follow through, even when I think we're going to. Just doesn't happen. What do I mean by that? Well, we started rolling down here. We didn't even get there. And then it rolled back up. By the way, this is the kind of day for those of you trading prop firm money. This is the kind of day where you end up blowing your account. Because it's just not as consistent as the other lines I have. I keep the line on the chart so I can recognize it because I know it's going to be support / resistance, but it's just not consistent enough for me. I mean, I one of the things I've been doing more and more as time's gone on, Steve, is I've narrowed down what it is I want to trade and how I want to trade it. Because it's for me, trading live money, it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality, period. Now, like for example, today, that gold line, that 5G has been beautiful in gold. I mean, it has been the direction. It has been the direction line in gold for sure. I mean, it really has. It's been a beast in gold today. But I just don't want to put my money on it. You just need 300 more? All right. Well, then there ain't no sense in blowing it up over something stupid today. Or not that if you're 300 away, you're not in the world of blowing something up anyways. But yesterday would have been a great day to try to get $300 because the market was still kind of dead, but at least we were trending so you could see a rotation. I was pointing out the rotations yesterday that were happening in like YM and RTY. Nice rotations off the 9 EMA. I mean, it's still a line that works, Steve, but I use it as an indication of when we're rolling up, why are we stopping here? Oh, because we just ran into that. And then down it came, and then here it is again, and then here it is again. I mean, like it's been holding gold today and keeping it from actually rotating to the red line. But I'd rather wait for it to roll to the red line and just get a more high probability trade. That's all I'm saying. The line still works. I mean, shit, I didn't even show you even further to the left. I mean, let's go further to the left. Shipping down. You know what I mean? So what do we have here? We have the RTY at the PriorDay low. Oh, YM just blew through the lows. Let me blow this up so I can see. So we went all the way through here and did this to here the last time. Right back to this rotation. Isn't that just and went through this rotation by a tick. Did you see that? That's crazy. This is the rotation that brought this down, and it brought it back up to that rotation by a tick. That's crazy. That is crazy. So on the bigger picture, the bigger grand scheme of things, you might really have a W pattern setting up here. Oh no, we just closed below the red line. Damn it. That sucks. I was like, you got in a bigger picture, if you can see it, down, up, down, and then your other up would be, hopefully to there, but we stayed south. If you see it right here, we stayed south. Still doesn't mean it's not going to rotate up before it goes to the to the low of the day. But that is these are the little things that just that just irritate you. When you see that pivot, that's the only pivot line all the way down on this chart, and it cleared it by a tick and then rolled back down. Oh, that is awesome. Beto, that's phenomenal news, my friend. Dude, you just made my day, man. You just made my day. You really did. Honestly, you made my day. I love that. That is great news. Everybody congratulate him, man. That is phenomenal news. Dude, that is phenomenal. That really is. I get emails like that routinely, weekly, stuff like that. It's nice to see. I bet you the number one thing, Beto, that you could say that had it happen for you was probably not even the strategy itself, but just to be able to be disciplined. I mean, that is well, the red line is directional. Yeah, the red line is absolutely directional. Absolutely directional. Because that red line is a beast, man. You do not want to get punched in the face with it. But William, you must remember though, on the flip side is your rejections of the overnight open, your rejections of the prior day low, your rejections of the prior day close. Those can be counter trend to that red line, because in my scheme of how this plays out over time is those lines are more powerful than even that red line. So, but I still tried to not take, for example, I still try not to take a trade right into that red line off of any of these. I mean, that's just not something I want to do, because there's going to be a battle there. If I'm going to trade into the red line, I want to be away from it when it happens. So like here, so that the battle's happening here, but I'm in down here and I can let the battle work. That's what I'm saying. But otherwise, I just take the red line as my target, as long as I got enough room and there's good profit in the deal. But the red line is that thing is a direction. Look at it. It did it today in the YM. Look at it. YM, boom, boom, boom. These are red lines. Just keeps pushing it down, keeps punching it in the face. That is, honestly, that is great news, Beta. That is phenomenal news. Who did you, what prop firm did you get your payout from? Beta, which prop firm did you use? If you don't mind me asking. There's like 50 of them. I know because they all email me. Bob, will you refer us? I'm like, I don't want to refer anybody because I only used one prop firm. That was Apex, and they paid me, so that's why I refer them. I don't want to refer Top Step if I've never used them. How much sense does that make? Apex, okay, yeah. I think I had 2 prop firms email me yesterday. I get emailed like all the time. One of them, I never heard of one of them, and they sent me a chart. This is the funny part. So they asked me to discuss them, I guess, on this channel or whatever. And so then they sent me a chart of comparing prop firms. Okay. So I kept looking at the chart, looking for how they compare to these prop firms on this chart. And I kept thinking, I must be reading the company's name wrong because I can't find them. So I get out of the chart and I look up the prop firm's name, in the email, and then I go back over to the chart. So they send me a chart. This is so funny. They send me a chart comparing prop firms, and they're not even in the chart. I looked at the damn thing like 5 times thinking I must be missing something. Like, I have time to be staring at that stuff. I just thought that was hysterical. Exactly, Flocky. They want me to bring the sheep. Yeah, exactly. Bring the sheep. Even though I sit here and I promote, say, Apex as a viable solution, A, it's because I've used them. B, they've paid me every time they owed me money. C, which is the most important reason, well, not the most important, but one of the big important reasons, it's because it's the best way for you to practice and learn. Broker. Well, I keep getting gaps in my stuff. But anyways, it's the most important reason that I even talk about. God damn it. Why? I keep losing connection. I keep losing connection. Sorry about that. I don't want to have to keep staring up at my screen to see if I'm connected. Anyways, the most important thing about a prop firm is that you use it for what they're good for, which is to practice instead of using your own damn money. That's the number one reason for a prop firm, in my opinion. That's it. I make that blatantly obvious every time I talk about prop firms. They're not your friends. They're not in the business of paying you. But if you use them for what they're good for, then you'll get more benefit out of them than they'll take from you. And even if at the end of the day, you don't get payouts that cover what you paid into a prop firm, I'm going to tell you right now, Matt can jump in if he's still on here. You're still going to be ahead of the game than using live money. I keep getting disconnected here. The NQ came off the prior day low. I guess I don't know if anybody saw that or took it or whatever, but it did. I keep losing my connection. I mean, like over and over again. I'm gonna call it a day, and I'll be back tomorrow, and I'll see if I can recognize anything. But anyways, congratulations, Beto. That's great news, my friend. Absolutely phenomenal news. But I'm going to disconnect because I just keep getting cut off, and of course I'm not seeing any patterns that are worth talking about. All right, everybody have a good day. Don't lose your money, and maybe the afternoon things will pick up. Just make sure you're out of consolidation. All right.